Hi there, my name's Craig, and I'm going to attempt to modify my riding mower so I can keep the baggers on the back and still be able to attach the wagon without having to disconnect all that every time. So I'm going to make a little bar that attaches in the bottom. I'm using 1 inch by 14 gauge square piping, something like this. Alright, and it's going to end up looking like this, and we're going to put it on and I'll show you how I did it. I'm doing this to show my dad. We both talked about it a lot. So, hope it works, Dad. We'll see. Hey there. Okay, so I'm going to attempt to fix the riding mower and make it so you can keep the bags on the back and still have a little bar sticking out so you can put a wagon on and not have to take this back off. So, as you see, I took the back off of the riding mower. Oh, it's not good lighting here, huh? There we go. Okay. As you can see, I took the bagger off the back of the riding mower, and so we can see that this brace connects on. There's a couple bolts which I did take out. Back up in here they sit in, and underneath here is the pin. That pin right there, that's got to go in the hole down below. So I'm going to make it so this thing sits up a little bit. I'm going to have a bar sticking out that will be able to connect, and what I'm going to use is this piece of that I found. I'm going to have to cut it, flatten it out, fits under here, so this bar can still, this can still sit down in the hole. It's going to go through a hole that I'm going to drill after I make this wider. I'll show you. I'm going to cut this down, drill a hole wide, stick it out a few inches, make another hole so the wagon can sit in there, and I'll always be able to keep the bagger on the back and have the wagon with a bar. So we'll see how it goes. So my first step is going to be to measure. I'm going to measure from the base here because I want it to come out, and I want the wagon that normally connects right in there. I'm not going to be able to, so I'm going to back it up a little bit, and then I'm going to go from the base to the base of the wagon, which is right here. And let's see here. Let's see what I can do with that. Okay, so from the base of the riding mower to where I wanted to go, I'm going to make it stick out, and I'm going to go 9 inches. I think 9 inches is a good length. It's not too far, but I'll still be able to keep the bagger on and connect the wagon when I need to. There, I tilted up the wagon, make it easier to see. But this piece of squareness I got, it's heavy duty, but it'll fit under here. So I don't need to flatten this area out, because what I'll do is drill the hole big enough and it'll fit fine. That'll go all the way in, come out, and I'll only have to flatten out to go underneath this section. So it really means I only have to flatten out, cut, looks like 3.5 inches in. So let's go do some cutting. Alright, next I have this handy dandy guide to tell me what size. It makes it so much easier. So I'm going to find the size of this and the size of the pin down there. So I'm going to take out the pin that holds in the riding mower and just cheat and go, okay, well, there you go. It's a 1/2 inch. Yep, it's a 1/2 inch hole. So that's what I need right there. Alright, 1/2 inch there. Let's pull this off. There we go. And that pin I was telling you about right there looks about the same. Sure enough, is 1/2 inch pin. So what's nice is I get the same size holes to do. So put that back in there. Now we know, so let's go start drilling. Actually, before I drill, I want to take this piece because it's going to go under here. So let's take this off, put it aside. Let's see if one of these holes line up. Of course they don't. So I'm not going to be able to put it in as far as I want, or I'm going to have to cut some more off. So I'm thinking, just so we know, this is 1 inch, 14 gauge. 1 inch, 14 gauge. I forgot to tell you that. 1 inch, 14 gauge. Remember, so you can see where the hole is there. If I go all the way up, it won't line up. So I'm going to back it up through this middle one, and I'm going to drill a 1/2 inch. The original hole, I'm going to make it a 1/2 inch hole. Alright, so I know I'm going to go with the middle, which means I'm not going to go all the way down, so I have to pull it out this way more, because that's not going all the way that way, which means that's not going all the way that way. So if I do it right, the third hole here gives me a little bit of room, and if this is done like this, it's going to be like that. I don't know if you can see that actually. Look, see, it's going to go like that. So let's see. So I'm going to drill a 1/2 inch hole all the way through this and this, the third hole, and the second hole over here. 2 1/2 inch holes. We'll drill it and see if that works. Here we go. All right, now that I have the piece I made, all right, I'm going to check the holes and make sure they fit on this side. So take the pin out. I see that catch. All right, put that in here, line up the holes underneath, because this will be what's always going to stay on. And sure enough, look at that. All right, so put that pin back in. So this piece will be here. The plan is to be able to put this down on there. So let's take this off again real quick. Put this pin away so we don't lose it. And let's see, now so here's our bracket from that goes on the back of the riding mower. This 1/2 inch, so this pin right here has got to go through this hole. Ah, it fits. So now all I have to do is mount this and this at the same time, and that should stay. So let's check it out. So there it is. The part I fixed or modified right down there. And then the bagger. And maybe it can go a little further, but you know what? If I need to get to, say the wagon, but I want to keep the bagger on all the time, now I can use it. And I don't have to take this thing off every single time. So that actually looks pretty good. I like it. So, and to connect it would be real easy. So if I need to connect it or disconnect it, what I'll do is I'll move my seat forward. I lift this bad boy up and out of the way, and then I can move my bag out of the way. And I can easily get to the pin, pull it, and just leave that bracket that we made on the vehicle at all times, along with the bagger. It stays on all the time. All I gotta do is take those little bags out, put them on, just to connect it. But otherwise, that's how it looks. And I think it'll work. So, time to give it a test run. Anyway, that's the thing. I hope it works. Dad, I hope it works for you too. I'm sure you'll find a better way to make it a little more solid. And so, I'm sure you'll make it more solid and better. But for anyone that wants to watch this, enjoy. It seems to work, so that's great. Have a great day. Enjoy your riding mower, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.